Hey there. So I am super excited to have the opportunity to work together. The first thing that we're going to go through is your client portal. So this is where all of your project presentations are going to live, your invoices, any forms that you need to fill out throughout the project, and so on. So let's go through how to use it. So whenever you first get logged into your portal, you're going to be on this screen, which is probably where you're at right now since you're watching this video. On here, it just talks a little bit about the portal and how to use it, what it is, why we're using it. And then, of course, whenever it is time to download your final files, it talks about that as well. Now, over on the left-hand side, right now you're on the home page. If you flip over to invoices, this is where any invoices that you have currently either paid or pending, they will show in here. So you can click directly onto the invoice and it will populate for you where you can then pay online. You can also pay through Venmo, which the instructions to do that are at the bottom of the invoice, but that is how you will access any invoices. Over here, it will show the status of it. So this one currently shows pending. If it's been paid, of course, it will show paid. Also on the invoice list or invoice tab, you can see a report, which will show how much has been invoiced, how much you have currently paid, what balance you have remaining, so on, so on. If we have multiple projects that we're working on together, down here, it will show you all of the projects and your spend per project. Now, you also have the option to add a payment method. So if you want to add your bank account or add your credit card number into here, you can add that in here, and then that way it's already built in and you don't have to enter that information every time that you go to pay your next invoices. Now, back onto the left-hand side, we have the projects. This is where any active projects will live, and you also can toggle to see all of our complete projects or just view all of your projects that we've ever done together from there. But right now, this is the active project. You'll again see how much has been invoiced and the total amount of payments right here from the screen. Now, you also may see some attachments in here. As we go through your project, any presentation uploads that I upload will be uploaded here, as well as one other spot where we will go over shortly, but they will be visible directly in here from your project panel. Now, if you go to the task section, you will see in here the current status of each of the tasks within your project. So for example, in this one, we have the one-to-one strategy call, which is currently upcoming. These items over here have not been started at this point. Now, once we've had our one-to-one strategy call, it will get moved over by myself, and then we will go through the process. So you'll have your mood boards that are either upcoming or you'll see them as in progress, which means that I am currently actively working on them, and everything will be in here for you to be able to see the current status of under that task tab. Timeline, you can flip to this screen to see kind of a general idea of whenever I am planning to be working on each one of the tasks within your project. Now, the timeline can shift. It can become earlier. It can become a little bit later, depending on when the feedback is received from you and how feedback is going in terms of, approvals and things of that matter. And the same thing can be viewed from the calendar as well. You can see kind of just a different view of that timeline. Now, again, back to the left under the agreements tab, this is where any of your contracts will live, your initial services and pricing guide that was sent over to you. Anything that you've had to sign through the process will show under the agreements tab. So we can see here both of these are finalized. If we were still waiting for the contract to be signed, you would show this as needed in action and that you needed to sign the contract. You can just click on it and it will bring you directly to your contract. Again, to the left under meetings, if your package includes any one-to-one calls with me, you will have meeting schedulers available in here that you will be able to click on and schedule a meeting. Of course, anytime that you need to reach out to me and we need to hop on a call, we can. But if you have actual meetings, they either will show on here as a scheduled meeting or they will show as an option to get scheduled. So under booked meetings, these are the meetings that we currently have scheduled. And your forms. So this is where your discovery questionnaire is going to live. Your feedback questionnaires are going to live. So after I send you a presentation, this is where you will come to input your feedback. You will also have the video walkthrough if that is a part of your package, or you will have our one-on-one call included in here. And then you can also download your brand presentation directly from the feedback form as well. And then initially, though, you will always start with the discovery questionnaire. So you can see over here, it currently shows action required. That means we need to come in here and we need to fill out this form. Once we filled everything out, we'll come down to the bottom and click submit. And then it will show that this has been completed on your end, and it will come over to my side and I will do my next needed actions. Now you will notice over here on the right, we have this little bell icon and it currently shows we have 5 notifications. So if I click in here, it's telling me I have 2 agreements that are ready for review. I have 2 forms that are requiring an action, and I have an invoice that needs to be paid. So this is another area where you can see where your current tasks are that are assigned to you right now. I will be communicating directly with you as well. So you won't only be getting these notifications, I will be messaging you as well. But that is just kind of another place where you can go in and check and see what needs to be done. And then finally, you'll have your download final files. Now, if we aren't completed with your project yet, when you click on this, it's currently going to bring you to this kind of landing page that's just going to tell you, hey, I'm glad that you're looking around in your portal. The final files aren't yet ready. They're not yet uploaded. Once they are, you'll come right back to the same spot and you'll see a different screen that has your final files ready. And it will just be a button that you'll click and you'll download all your final files. So that is navigating through the portal. We are going to use this a lot throughout your project, so get familiar with it. If you do have any questions regarding using it, please do reach out to me at any time. I will be happy to walk you through any portion of the portal. I look forward so much to getting started on your project, and I can't wait to see what we create together.